It's Tom and Todd's Face Off on WRKO.
Labor Day has come and gone. It's another edition of Face Off with Tom and Todd.
Who won the debate last night?
Well, I have to give it
Ask us something that's a challenge.
I have to give it on points to Charlie Baker. I think it's a mistake to underestimate Deval Patrick. He is very good, very polished, very articulate, so graciously courteous that you can't help but like the guy. And likability is a big factor.
It's the magic wizard dust that he sprinkles around. He usually creates an aura of such goodness and delightfulness about himself that people don't notice that he believes in all the wrong things. Last night's debate was a little different because Charlie Baker was hitting him with rights and lefts, and Deval didn't have the space he usually uses to get the proper trajectory on the magic dust. And he wasn't able to cast his spell.
More like a rumble in the jungle, apparently.
So Charlie won big time.
And Baker knows how to punch. He knows how to punch.
He was tough last night, and he was smoother and more comfortable and more gubernatorial. And I think this thing's over, this race, and Charlie's going to win handily.
Todd's really now out of the closet. We might as well talk about it. He's really big for Jill Stein.
Oh, yeah, I'm a big Jill
all
Stein
the way
supporter. And really, this is all part of a strategy to try to nullify the votes of the big three, so Jill scoots in there while nobody's looking.
According to the latest poll, Cahill is very far behind Baker and Patrick. Is it finally time to drop out?
Tim Cahill, I understand, is ready to go back into the ice cream business that he used to have in downtown Quincy before he got into politics. Things are not looking good for this independent run. I suggest that Charlie Baker offer him a job right away, get him out of the race, so Charlie can go up another 10 or 15 points in the polls. The national money will start flowing in, and he'll turn into a Scott Brown-like god.
Independent runs for political office are very difficult. They become even more difficult when the public is agitated. The public is agitated, they're angry, they're frustrated, they are losing sleep over their jobs, their families, their futures. All that stuff is on the line, and I'm not sure that they're going to go chase kind of a let's tilt that windmills type of campaign. I just don't see the path to victory that Tim sees.
Independent candidacies are particularly difficult for independent candidates who aren't independent.
What issue will determine the outcome of the gubernatorial race?
The issue is all about jobs. It's also about projecting some sense of confidence about the future. Who can and will go into the corner office, whether it's the incumbent or any of the other challenges, and kind of fix the things that are obviously broken and focus like a laser on the issue of jobs and economic growth in Massachusetts. Private sector, jobs, and economic growth.
Yeah, I'll characterize it a little bit differently. It's the guy who's out there fighting for the working man. The working man right now has to bear the burden of Deval Patrick's compassion. That puts Deval Patrick in a very difficult position because Deval only wants bigger government, more spending, more social programs, more generosity to people who broke into the country yesterday all the time. So the guy who stands up in the right place on illegal immigration, jobs, taxes, like Charlie Baker was doing in this week's debate.
Charlie did a very good job on those issues, and keep in mind, never underestimate the power, the negative power of Ansatuni. The public has had it. Compassion fatigue is set in, not necessarily inappropriate.
I wonder if Ansatuni will go to Charlie's inaugural ball. Even after the long layoff, Tom still knows how to do face-off right here on WRKO.com.